Bismillah. Our Imam completed Surah Al-Anfal, and he started Surah At-Tawbah. Surah Al-Anfal, part of it from Juz 9 and the rest from Juz 10. Surah At-Tawbah, part of it from Juz 10 and the rest of the surah from Juz 11. This parts, tajzi'ah, having these parts is not from the action of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This happened later. As I said to you yesterday, the division of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Quran was 7. And that is in the hadith of Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, when he said, when his wife complained about his ibadah, that he fasts, he reads Quran, he makes qiyamul layl, where Rasulullah spoke to him in a long hadith, and he said to him, do not complete in the Quran. He said to him, do it in 1 month. He said, I can do it. I have the ability. I can do it in less than that. Do it in 20 days. I have the ability. I can do it in less than that. Do it in 10 days. I have the ability. I can do more than that. He said 7, and do not do it less than 7. So 7 days. The ulama, they said the tajzi of Rasulullah sallallahu in the first day, first night, 3 surahs. It's based on surahs, not based on pages and words. So in the first day, they don't count Surah Al-Fatiha because Surah Al-Fatiha is short. Baqarah, Ali Imran, and Nisa. Second day, 5 surahs, second night. The third, which is from Surah Al-Ma'idah until end Surah Al-Tawbah. And then from Surah Yunus and go until Surah Al-Nahl. So we have 3 surahs, we have 5 surahs, we have then 7 surahs, and then we have 9 surahs, and then 11 surahs, and then 13 surahs, and then the last day, the 7th, from Al-Mufassal. Al-Mufassal, the one we read in Isha, in Fajr, in Maghrib, that we read in our Salawat. And as we have the long Mufassal, that's from Surah Al-Hujurat or Qaf until the end of the Quran. We have the long one, we have the middle one, and we have the shorter one. The point why I'm saying that is difficult for the ones going to talk about the surah. We have part of it in 1 day and the other part 1 day. Yesterday, Sheikh Ahmad was talking about Surah Al-A'raf. I felt that which surah I'm going to talk about, Surah Al-Anfal or Surah At-Tawbah. Let me summarize it quickly, inshallah. Al-Anfal is a plural of the word nafl, and the nafl what was given to the companion or to the soldier after the battle. And you know Surah Al-Anfal was revealed after the Battle of Badr, and which is in the 2nd year after Hijrah, was one of the early surahs was revealed in Medina, and was on the 17th of Ramadan after the Battle of Badr, while Rasulullah sallallahu was in the field of Badr, was still there. He did not even return to Medina. Ubadah ibn al-Samit, the beauty about this, Ubadah ibn al-Samit, he said, we were sa'at akhlaquna fi yawmi Badr. Our characters, our akhlaq was really bad on the day of Badr. Why? He said in a long hadith, I went out with Rasulullah sallallahu in the Battle of Badr, and then he said, we met the enemy, we defeated the enemy, and then the Muslims were divided to 3 groups. A group of them went to catch the enemies and behind them, and some of them some of the Muslims stayed with Rasulullah sallallahu to protect him, and the other some they stayed with collecting the booty and what is left from the enemy, the Kuffar Quraysh. Nighttime, the Muslims, when they met and started talking to each other, they said, we deserve all this booty, all this ghanima. And those who protected Rasulullah said, no, we protected Rasulullah. We deserve all of this. We should take it. And those who went behind the enemy, the Kuffar Quraysh, said, no, we deserve it. Each one said their opinion. You say your opinion and Rasulullah is just in the other corner. That's why Ubadah ibn Samit, he said, Sa'at akhlaquna. We acted in a wrong way. May Allah forgive us. On that day, we should not give an opinion while Rasulullah was there. So the Quran revealed, Surah Anfal was revealed at the time of the differences between the Sahaba. And as you know, in the ayat, as the Imam recited yesterday, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us the rule how we divide that booty after the battle, and Rasulullah did that with his companions. Surah Al-Anfal is connected very strongly with Surah At-Tawbah. As you heard just in the 2nd rak'ah, the Imam, he did not say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Usually he doesn't say it because he's not a Shafi'i. If he's a Shafi'i, he will say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim louder than the other surahs. But Surah Al-Anfal, Surah Al-Tawbah, we read it without Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Continuously after Surah Al-Anfal without Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. One of the views, because Surah Al-Tawbah is part from Surah Al-Anfal. And the other view, they're saying Surah Al-Tawbah because it starts with anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala towards or against the munafiqeen, and because of that we don't say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, because Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim presenting the mercy and the kindness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they don't deserve it. My brothers and sisters, Surah At-Tawbah, I'm sure that you know, is the surah that, I'll make it short inshallah, the surah that those who wanted to show something wrong about Islam, they try, they pick things usually from Surah Al-Tawbah. Surah Al-Tawbah is the, if I may say, the victim. All the time they select an ayah out of context. And look, Islam says this, وَاقْتُلُوهُمْ حَيْثُ ثَقِفْتُمُوهُمْ. Look, kill them wherever they find them. They don't look into the context. They don't look at the beginning and the end. Surah At-Tawbah is the surah that all the time they talk about it in that way. But unfortunately, it's not all the right, or if they gave the adl in looking at the surah, and it should not be explained that way. Surah At-Tawbah as a surah presents the war, the harb, the killing, but also the same time while you're presenting the killing and the harb, the war, it presents the salam, the peace and the safety and the aman for those who wanted that, if you wanted that. And we need to read the ayah to see the beginning of the ayah and the end of the ayah. It's called Tawbah. It's just from the name, it's Tawbah. Although we're highlighting the Tawbah of the three people who did not go with Rasulullah sallam to Battle of Tabuk, but is a tawbah, presenting the tawbah to the believers who wants to present the tawbah who did not fulfill Rasulullah's command. Tawbah to the munafiqeen, you still have a time for you to present a tawbah, to return to Allah. Tawbah to the mushriks as well, those who commit the shirk, you can return and come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is the whole surah presents that. And at the end, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ends Surah Tawbah, as we're going to recite that inshallah maybe tomorrow. If he did not recite tomorrow, it will be tomorrow because it's Juz 11. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ended Surah At-Tawbah with لَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ عَزِيزٌ عَلَيْهِ مَا عَنِتُّمْ حَرِيصٌ عَلَيْكُمْ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ Ra'ufur Rahim. The surah ended with that. It's all presenting, yes, there is war, there is killing, but at the same time presenting salam, peace and safety for those who wanted that. There is a tawbah, presenting tawbah all the time for you if you want to return to Allah. But at the end, Allah showed to the munafiqeen, to the mushriks, to everyone, we send you a Rasul from amongst you, from you. And he is a Rahim, he is really wanted. And he feels bad when you get that difficulty and that bad things in your life. He wants all the time the khair and good for you. But needs people to understand that. Allah forgive us.